The Maxpedition Platy, let's check it out. Today we're going to take a look at the Maxpedition Platy. This is a new offering from Maxpedition. It's an EDC organizer pouch. Now, if you're like me, I carry a lot of EDC items in my pockets, and sometimes it can get very confusing. I might not be able to find what I need. This just gives you a way to organize those items. There's a 4x6 and a 5x7, and there's multiple colors. The quality and the innovation of Maxpedition is unmatched. They really make great hard use gear. Now, they've been in business since 2003, and my first review was over 14 years ago with the Maxpedition Monsoon, one of my favorite packs that I still use to this day. So we're going to take a look at the Platy EDC organizer pouch and check them out, check out the details, why this might be right for you. And we want to give a big thank you to Tim over at Maxpedition for sending the Platys for this review. Maxpedition Platy Pocket Organizer. This is something new from Maxpedition. This is great for EDC items. You can slip this in your pocket. You can put it in a cargo pocket. You can put it in your jacket. For that matter, you can put it in a pack and have necessary items in one place. Being organized, guys, is one of the toughest things to do. And again, if you're like me and I have a number of items, flashlight knives, all those kind of things shoved in pockets, it's just an easy way to have it in one place. And you may even be able to carry other items that you typically have left behind because you can fit them in this pouch. Now, this is the 4x6, and then we have the 5x7. Comes in this wolf gray, but it also comes in black, and it comes in multicam, and this is official multicam. The material is soft enough, but yet you can tell that this is really rugged. It's one of the things about Maxpedition. I mean, they really hold up. Now, we're going to outfit both of these after we kind of go over the initial details of each piece and just kind of give you an idea of what these are used for. But first off is we have this lanyard. Now, this is a little bit different, and when I first saw it, I was like, well, I just wore one of these at a big show that I was doing, but this gives you the ability to put this around your neck, or you can even carry this crossbody. And this is removable. If you want to take it off, just untie it, pull it out, and then you can reattach it if you want to. One thing I've found is, there's a couple of places you can just tuck away the paracord, but it also gives you a hank of paracord, and so that's really a big plus. We'll get the dimensions of the paracord and I'll put it on the screen, but it has a lockable little piece here, so it makes it really adjustable so it's not flopping around. I think this is a cool addition, not just for your pocket, but again, around your neck. Now, on the front, we have a couple of slots here, and they just go all the way down. They're open, and then we have elastic keepers here at the top. Now, one thing about Maxpedition is they really stitch their bands. Everything is double stitched. It's taped and seamed. I mean, they just do a great job, and they hold up. Of course, you have your Maxpedition patch on the front here. Here inside, we do have just a sleeve, and of course, we have our paracord here now, but it's a very generous sleeve. You can put a lot of items down in there, a multi-tool or a big flashlight. And then here at the back, we have a couple of more little straight sleeves. This would be great for pens, things like that. And then we have the YKK zipper with a paracord pull, and then we have a section in the back. And it's pretty much just open section, but that just gives you the ability to put different things in here. One of the things I've found is if you have too many organizational little pouches and elastic bands and MOLLE attachments, it kind of limits you to how you can set up your stuff, and it makes you want to fill those places. Now, the larger size of the 5x7 is the same. It's just a little bigger. You have your two front sleeves, you have your elastic bands, and then we have, again, our pouch here, and then we have a zippered pocket at the back and two little sleeves. And so it gives you both front and back organizational capability. It's lightweight, but it retains its structure. It's not going to flop around and lay down. It just gives it that good feel, that structure, and that has a lot to do with the way these are constructed, because they're doubled in and then they're seamed, and it just gives it a very finished look, but it also, again, retains its look no matter how you fit it out. All right, here I have these kind of decked out, and you can do this however way you want to, but we have a multi-tool right here in the small one, and this little Leatherman Juice S2. We have one of the Microtechs, and this is the LUDT. This is a phenomenal automatic knife. And then we have a Write in the Rain pad. It's one of their mini notebooks. It fits just perfectly back here, even with the paracord, which we could take that out. But again, that gives us some cordage, so I really like to have that. One thing I didn't mention is there is a little handle right here. So if you just need to pick it up like this, you can, or you can hang it. And so this gives you just some other options. And there are grommets where the paracord goes into the back. Then on the other side, we've got a flashlight, and this is a pretty decent sized flashlight. It's the M1T. This is an older light from Olight, but great little light. And then I have a space pen to go with my Write in the Rain pad. Then inside here, I've got some tinder tabs. I have some water filter tabs. These are aqua tabs, and just in case, guys, water is a big deal. And then I have a Exotac fire rod. This does have fire tinder in the little cap, which I really love. And that way I've got some tinder. Guys, tinder is vital when it comes to starting fires. It makes it so much easier. And we can take this off and replace it. But I have some extra tinder tabs just for good measure. Now again, we could put some things in this top. Because of the items that we had in here, it kind of blocked this off. But just because you have some area to organize doesn't mean you always have to utilize it. You know, you can just go ahead and slip it in here. It's according to what you carry on your EDC, because this is weight. So guys, even with this small pouch, 4x6, you can still put quite a few items in here, and to be honest with you, we could have put more in there. And next we have the 5x7. We have a full multi-tool, and this is one of the SOG power locks. Just definitely a capable tool, fits down in here very well. And then we have a Spyderco that just is great for redundance, even if you're carrying one in your pocket. And then we have a Write in the Rain pad, but this is one of the spiraled, and we have another space pen that does really well on these Write in the Rain pads. And then of course we have our paracords just shoved down in there, and we still had plenty of room for that paracord. Here on the back we have an Arcfeld Ultra. This is by Olight. This is my #1 EDC light. And then we have the Exotac, and this is the fire rod. This is the XL. This is huge. And we do have tinder tabs that are tucked away in here. We have 4, which gives us a lot of capability. That's sealed. And then we have duct tape around the body. And Exotac makes great products. And really you should have the ability to create fire wherever you are. And then inside the zipper compartment, we have some chapstick. And then we have an actual Frontier Aquamira Frontier filter straw. This will filter up to 11 gallons of water. Some of you guys are going, why would you carry that for EDC? But you never know, and water again is vital, especially to preppers. And then we have just a little boo-boo kit. This has some Band-Aids, antibiotic ointment, pain reliever, just some things you might need. But you can see it has a lot of room in here, and you can put a lot more. So guys, really we have a lot of gear that you can put in this small pouch, and again, it will fit more. This is just what I happen to do for a setup. Well, of course, not only can you carry it in your pocket, but the lanyard allows you just to pull this out. You can put it around your neck, and it goes down to about your belt buckle size. You can actually adjust this if you want, just shorten the paracord. But again, it does give you that paracord. Also, if you want, you can just do a crossbody, just do it this way. Just gives it a little more protection if you're doing something, but just some other ways to carry it, not necessarily a belt loop, but that just opens up possibilities on either side. And then again, you've got your little tether here. You can just lock this in, but untie it, make it shorter. You can bring it to here. You can wear it under a shirt. You've got all your items. This just gives you that option to be able to keep this very minimal. Of course, with the 5x7, same thing. It's going to be a little more weighty, but still it rides about right here. And again, you can cinch this up, you can tighten it up, and right here is just that little knot. Makes it really easy. You can bring it up here, you can just drop it down, and again, crossbody if that's what you like. To me, it might look like a small purse, but we can call it a satchel. Again, guys, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you can imagine to put in here, whatever fits your lifestyle. And it's one of the things about EDC, and mine changes. So this gives you just a lot more capability. Now, whether you go with the 4x6 or the 5x7, it does come in this wolf gray, comes in the multicam, comes in a black, and it comes in an OD green. Price on the 4x6 is $18.99, and in multicam it's $21.99. For the 5x7, it's $1 more for $19.99, and then $22.99 for the genuine multicam. But guys, just a great way to be able to organize your EDC gear, gives you more capability, and while you may not carry these on an everyday basis, great for when you're going out, you want a few extra items, you can pack that away, and like the old saying goes, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Having some redundancy doesn't hurt, and you're getting that Maxpedition quality. So guys, if you're looking something to organize your EDC items that you carry, again, I have them in every pocket, and it can get cumbersome. And this is a great way to be able just to organize those items into one place. And then, of course, this is a very versatile system to where you can use it as a lanyard, but you can also use it as crossbody. I mean, it gives you a lot of options for a couple of very small pouches. And again, a big thank you to Tim over at Maxpedition for sending the Platys for this review. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. EDC Platy comes in FDE. No, it doesn't. Carry it in your jacket pocket. You can carry it in your jacket pocket. I carry it in my pocket. Is that for the tropical fish, platy, or is it for a platypus? I don't want to, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting nobody. This has a paracord thing here, paracord thing. What the freaking heck? And they've been in business for a long time. I don't know how long. They can also have the gray man look. Okay, do I want to go into that? Do I really want to go into that bull crap?